Hey girls, my name is Christy Tyner and I am a senior executive with Jamberry. I met your fearless leader, Stephanie, at our executive retreat in Orlando and we became fast friends. She wanted me to share my Jamberry journey with you. So before I start, let's go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. I know y'all are thinking, dang, that girl looks good. This is my not going anywhere today, traveling beauty. And so let's be honest, 50% of my work is done looking like this. Okay, let's be real honest. 90% of my work is done looking like this. So if you're gonna do a home party, you might wanna like brush your hair. All right, so now that that's done, my journey starts probably in January 2 years ago. I am not gonna cry. We got the news that my son, my 1-year-old son, has a genetic terminal illness. He looks perfectly healthy on the outside and even mentally, and so to get that news was really crushing. And so basically every cell in his body is killing itself on a daily basis. And so all the specialist appointments and testing and medications, holy Lord, were time-consuming and expensive. And while my husband was a national account manager for a Fortune 500 company, and finances weren't too much of an issue, just one of his medications was $15,000 a month. So you can imagine finances became an issue. Luckily, you know, insurance and all that helped us out. But with that said, my husband really didn't want to be traveling with, you know, a sick child and a family who's going through kind of a crisis. It was really wearing on him to be gone a lot. So he got an opportunity to join a very good company locally that would allow him to be home at night and would cut his pay by more than 50%. So we prayed really hard, and we knew what the priority was, and we took that job and that pay cut. So just when finances were getting nice and tight, we made them tighter. And so with that said, I had been invited to 3 different Jamberry parties. What the heck is Jamberry? Like, I was thinking, these people need to find a better company name. What does that even mean? So I gracefully declined all those invitations on Facebook. And then finally, the 4th invitation came my way, and I was like, oh my goodness. I'm going to click on this because I need to see what everyone apparently is interested in. And I clicked on it. I saw one outfit collage with the little matching jams, and I was done. I was like, gotta have them. Not just gotta have them, gotta sign up. I signed up and I had never even tried the product. I knew that it was something that I would love. I had tried the little polish strips and I liked those fine. So I was like, oh, these should be even better. And good news is they were. Praise the Lord. And I found that they worked with my sweet little 4-year-old daughter, and they lasted on her. Now, before this, our polish experience was me being Dragon Mommy and threatening her life if she messed up her polish. I just did. And her losing at least 2 fingers worth of polish within the first day. I think because she eats like this. And these 2 fingers would be gone completely. Pretty sure that was toxic and harmful. So Jamberry solved that problem, and honestly, that's why I signed up. I just signed up because I loved the product, and it solved a small problem in our lives. I had no intention of it making me any money at all. One of the things we decided to cut when my husband took this other job was I really wanted to send my kids down to a local church for preschool just 2 days a week so I could do grocery shopping and mommy stuff. And it was going to be $250 a month. And I was like, man, you know, that's something that we can just cut. I don't need that. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Yeah, I can just have my kid. That'll be perfectly fine. And so I said to myself, after my first, week in Jamboree, I was doing pretty good, and I thought, you know what, okay, maybe I can make a little money with this. $250 a month. If I can pay for that preschool to give myself a little break during the week, $250 a month, that's my goal. This was the grandness of my goals, girls. And I made 10 times that my first month. I surpassed what I was making when I was a teacher my very first month in Jamboree. And listen, I was super successful. I had a large network of family and friends who were willing to do me a favor and host parties, and I had 10 to 20 parties going at all times. Like, hey, by the way, that's the key. Get lots of parties. And so with that said, I shot up in the ranks really fast. I was senior lead consultant. So I shot up to senior lead consultant my very first month, which do not put that pressure on yourself, because that is insane. I had no idea what was going on at the time. It just happened. But apparently that is a really fast track. Team manager by the end of my second month, executive by the end of my fourth month. And so I'm thinking, man, I'm pretty much the bomb. Like, I'm going to take over the Jam universe. I was on track to be the fastest one to elite executive. And so I remember messaging the girl who holds that title right now, and being like, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna hit it so fast. And it was just coming so easily. And I was stuck at executive for the next 3 months, y'all. For someone who experienced so much success in the beginning, to get stuck like that and to not see kind of the result of your work, it was super discouraging. And while I knew it was worth it, and I knew the potential that this company held, and I didn't think about quitting, I did think, oh man, this is a lot harder than I thought. Can I do this? Am I even going to make it? I had team managers that were underneath me that decided they didn't want to do it anymore. And girls who I kind of depended on for my promotions just quit. And so with that said, I want to encourage any of you who are kind of in that boat, even if you're at the beginning of your journey and you're already seeing that happen, or if you've been here a few months and you're starting to see that happen, it's okay, because you can rebuild from there and you can keep moving up. And it definitely is a marathon and not a sprint. And I'm so thankful that God let me eat a slice of humble pie and get kind of stuck, because I don't think I would be a very good leader to my team if I looked at them and said, oh, it was just so easy. Why is it hard for you? No, I think they need to know, yeah, I was really successful. I did really well at this, and I still got stuck. So guess what? It's okay. It's no big deal. It happens to us all. And so now that momentum is starting to pick back up again, and had to rebuild. I had to rebuild some teams that had fizzled out and quit on me. And that's okay. It's fine, because now I'm still moving up and I'm still making more than I did as a teacher, and that amount is climbing. And most of all, I get to know the home office folks and the other leaders like Stephanie. And I've just made some friendships that I wasn't even looking for. That was never a thought of mine. Join Jamboree for friendships. No. But these girls are a lot of fun. And that's it. That's pretty much my story. Jamboree has helped us out so much with those finances that we had to be so tight. Now we can be a lot more free. A lot of burdens are lifted. And so just please don't let that Q word come into your vocabulary. It is so worth it. Push through those hard months. December and January. February and March are going to be awesome.